I am Nathaniel P Hoot-Whistle, and a couple weeks ago I was coming back home after going out for a stroll in the woods, which I like to do on a regular basis. And I was coming back home, feeling the sun touching my cheeks, and it felt nice and warm, and made me feel cozy and glad to be alive. I thought today is going to be a real good day, son. And then I saw someone stood outside my bar. And I thought, what's this, son? It looked like he had his hand right in the mail slot of my front door. It looked like maybe he was putting something inside. And I thought, what's all this? What's going on? And I decided he must be some kind of thief. Someone tried to break into my bar and steal my things again, because on the other side of my front door I have like a spare key on a string, and I have it just inside the mail slot, so if I lose my main key I can get back in and get that. And I thought, that son of a bitch knows I got that key there on a string, and he's trying to get that hold of that for himself so he can break into my bar and take all my things. Another damn thief trying to steal my things again. So I marched on down the street. I said, what are you doing, son? And he tried to tell me that he was the mailman. I thought, you lying son of a bitch. And he even gone to the elaborate lengths of dressing up as a mailman. And he even had a bag with him full of fake letters and fake parcels. And he said, Mr. Hoot-Whistle, that son of a bitch knew my name. Son of a bitch knew my name. How did he know my name? He stood there bold as brass, and he said, Mr. Hoot-Whistle, I'm your mailman. I've been delivering your mail every day for the past 3 months, sir. And I said, you lying son of a bitch. I've never seen your face before, son. And he tried to show me some kind of ID, some photographic ID. And he tried to show it to me and said he's got his face on there and his name, that he is a genuine mailman. I said, son, I won't look at your filthy fake ID, son. And I took that card from him and I threw it into the street where it belongs. And he tried to protest, and he still tried to maintain that he was the mailman, but I wouldn't believe him. I saw right through his deception, and I grabbed hold of him and I marched him into my bar, and I took that bag of fake letters and parcels away from him, and I threw it into the fire. Right into those flames. And I made him stand there and watch as it all burned. We stood there together and watched every last letter burn until there's nothing left but cinders. And he looked shocked. And I said, that's what you get, son, for trying to pull the wool over my eyes. And then I took him out to the garden, and I said, son, we have 2 paths that we can take here, son. The first path is a path of vengeance, son. You pay the price for trying to deceive me and steal all my things. And the second path, son, is where you become my stable hand and you come and care for my horse. And I'll even let you live in my woodshed. And you can sleep down on the floor next to my horse every night. You can feed him, and you can comb his hair and look after my horse the rest of his days. And he thought about this, and he somehow he knew about my reputation, and he chose the second path. I said, that's wise choice, son. I said, you work for me now, son. But at first I was going to let him sleep down in the basement and have a bed down there, and then I remembered that's where I keep all my silver and gold. I thought if I leave him down there with my silver and gold, he's just going to take it and then run. And by sheer coincidence, when I took on my new stable hand, I didn't receive any mail no more. I knew that did anyone else in town. Suddenly the whole town didn't receive mail. And I found that rather strange. It would happen at the exact same time that I'd take on my stable hand. I would hire my stable hand, and all the mail would suddenly not be delivered anymore. I thought maybe there's some kind of connection there. I couldn't think what it was. So a short time passed, And I would like to sit there eating my steak in the evening with a glass of whiskey. And every few evenings, this son of a bitch would come in from the garden instead of being in his woodshed, and he would say, "Mr. Hoot-Whistle, please let me go." Say, "Mr. Hoot-Whistle, I am the mailman. Please believe me, I'm the mailman." I said, "Why do you keep trying to carry on this deception, son? You have been found out." And I said, "You work for me now, son. You are my stable hand. You ain't no mailman. You never was." And he would just shake his head with a look of despair on his face. I think he actually believed his own lies. And he must have got so into character believing he was the mailman that somehow it kind of twisted his brain. And now he thinks that he really is or was the mailman. So later on that night, I had my night of whiskey, and I went to bed, and I was just sleeping away in dreamland, having nice, pleasant, happy dreams. And then all of a sudden I woke up, and there's something on my face. Something on my face, and I couldn't breathe. And I struggled, and there was some kind of force holding something on my face, and I didn't know what was going on. I thought maybe it was a ghost or something. And then I realized it was a pillow on my face, and someone was trying to smother me. I thought maybe it was one of my family. Maybe it was one of my cousins or an uncle or something trying to kill me. And I summoned up all my strength, and I pushed that pillow away from my face. And you know who it was? It was my stable hand. That's right. That son of a bitch wanted to kill me. And I said, "What you doing, son?" And he said that he can't bear being trapped here any longer, and the only way to be free is to kill me. And then he can go back to being a mailman. I said, "Son, how could you do this to me? How could you do this to Nathaniel P Hoot-Whistle? After all the kindness I've shown you, all my generosity." And I said, "I took you in, son. I took you in from the streets when you had no home." And I said, I let you sleep in my woodshed. I could let you sleep out in the garden on the ground, but I let you sleep in my woodshed with my horse. I'm gonna let you live with my horse. And I let you care for my horse. I treated you like you were my own family." And he said to me he had his own house. He tried to tell me again, and he was the mailman, and he had his own house, in which he shared with friends, and they're probably looking for him now. And I said, "Son, you ain't got no friends. You ain't got no home, son. It's from the one I've given you." And I said, "Son, you are not the mailman, and you never were. You lived on the street, son. And that's where I found you." And he told me I was crazy. He saw some bitch telling me I'm crazy. And then he just got into this rage. And then he suddenly came running at me again with a pillow, and he tried to smother me right there while I was standing. And I thought, "Stupid son of a bitch. You can't smother me with a pillow while I'm standing up, son." So I just took that pillow away from him. I told that son of a bitch he was fired. I said, "You don't work for me no more, son. You can't help my staff trying to kill me." And I said, "You won't get no more wages from me, son." And he said, "You don't pay me wages, Mr. Hoot-Whistle. You make me work for free." I said, "You lying son of a bitch. I'll pay you handsomely. I'll pay you handsomely with my kindness and my generosity." I booted that son of a bitch out of my room, and I booted him right out of my bar, and I said, "Son, you're going to live on the streets again where I found you, back to where you started." And he just laughed at me like I was some crazy madman. And he ran off down the street laughing. When I went down to my basement, I suddenly thought, what if he's taking some of my things away? I went down to that basement, and I found half of my silver and gold was gone. That son of a bitch had taken it. And he could be anywhere by now. He's probably going to flee the country. I thought, I don't need no stable hand to look after my horse. I can look after my own horse from now on. And the following morning, by sheer coincidence, suddenly everybody's mail was being delivered again. And I thought, that is just the craziest coincidence, son. The second I fire my stable hand, suddenly everyone's mail is being delivered again. That's just so mysterious. That's like one of those unsolvable kind of paranormal events. And ever since, I've seen that guy dressed up as a mailman going about the town and so many different doors. I've seen him so many different doors with his hand in the mail slot. Obviously, he must be trying to break in all those different houses. He must have burgled everyone's house by now. And I spoke to various people, and they all believe that he's the mailman. He's managed to con them all. He's still going around with his fake bag of parcels and letters, and everybody just believes that he's the mailman. He must be like hypnotizing them or something, son. And they just believe his lies and his deception. I'm living in a town of naive fools, son. At least I saw through him. I saw through his disguise. I'm the only sane one amongst all these people. I'm the only sane one in this town.